way around, and you generally can just lift the two sections apart and they'll separate neatly. I'll go ahead and set my lower LCD to the side, and we're going to remove this rubber border around here. They're only available with new shell change kits to get a replacement border, and you just gently want to lift it off of your touchscreen all the way around. Oftentimes one corner will break, which is not a big deal. When you set it back on your LCD, the adhesive will hold it. It is important to have this part, this rubber piece though. If you have your LCD and touchscreen directly against each other, you can damage your LCD every time you touch the touchscreen. This helps to keep them separated. Alright, we have the two separate now. You can set the touchscreen to the side and go ahead and bring the lower LCD back over. And we can go ahead and, using tweezers and your fingers, just get it set back onto the LCD and lined up. And once you just get one part lined up, everything else should follow. And just tap it down all the way around. Lay this section down. And as you can see, it is very sticky. Alright, and then we just have to get this last portion set. Alright, now we're ready to put on our new touch screen. So we'll set this to the side. We'll bring the upper unit back over. On your new touch screens, they're generally going to have film on both sides, and that just prevents scratches, fingerprints from transferring onto the glass. So you can use a hobby knife and just at one corner scratch that barrier over, and you'll go ahead and peel it off the back side. And you do need to have your touch screen aligned with the LCD properly, otherwise they will not fit back inside the case right. So if you just set it inside of here and you have your sticky on top of your lower LCD, you can just go ahead and set it down and it will automatically be aligned for you properly. So the next part that we're going to remove is we're going to take this border off of the old touch screen. So same thing here. You're going to want to insert your knife between the touch screen and your border, and slowly bring your knife around and as soon as you round your second corner, you should be able to just lift the lower LCD border off of the touch screen. And that will keep your adhesive so that you can reuse this again. It is important to know that the original touchscreen from the Nintendo DS that comes with the unit, not a replacement, will have, as you can see here, I just separated this. It looks like it would be a screen protector, but it's not. This is actually part of your touchscreen. So if you pull it off, and being as we can't use this unit again, it's scratched. You'll know whether or not you've damaged your unit, because generally it will have this border. So if this piece comes off, you have rendered the touchscreen useless, and you will need a replacement. So we can go ahead and begin to put the unit back together. We'll take our motherboard, go ahead and set the lower LCD assembly. Use your tweezers. There's two small tabs to squeeze the ribbon cable into the connector and just push it down. And on the back side here, you will need to be careful again with the ribbon cable. Make sure your catch is up. Go ahead and just set your thumb behind it and use your tweezers. And it is kind of difficult to get it seated properly, but once you do, you just push your catch back down, and as I've said before, we can perform this repair for you by visiting the NintendoRepairShop.com. If you're not comfortable or you haven't performed any repairs like this before, and it can save you from any troubles that you might come across if you are inexperienced. So we can go ahead and reattach the upper LCD ribbon cable. You're going to want your antenna to be behind the unit. Just go ahead and slide your connectors together, make sure it's seated all the way. And before we go ahead and flip this over, you can use your hobby knife to catch the edge of the screen protector here. Sometimes it's a little difficult to have it on well. So when we peel that off, it's nice, neat, and we just go ahead and